All right, so this is the first video. Trust fund kids and minimum wage workers play truth or drink. I think this gonna be as like, I think this video here is going to be basically like people that got money and people that working for their money type shit.
Your family's wealth come from?
Generational wealth, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
Hi.
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 I'm Manuela.
I'm Lee J.
Hi, I'm Kashara.
Hi, I'm Kai.
What's the topic of the day?
Trust fund versus minimum wage. Oh, versus.
We're talking about what people don't want to talk about, money.
I have a trust fund.
Definitely don't have a trust fund, so I'm representing the lower wage people.
Did you grow up with a trust fund?
I was born the last child of a wealthy, large family.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of, yeah.
Are you too nervous?
A little.
Yeah, a little bit.
You want to start with
Say
that?
it.
Sure.
Sure.
Gotta say it.
Cheers.
Bro, what type of mustache? You talking about this?
Okay. How much is in your bank account?
What the hell?
Probably 80
They
bucks.
drinking. They drinking.
Wow. I'd be freaking out.
Pussy.
Sorry.
It's
okay.
I did a white girl.
How much is in your bank account?
I want to say about 1,000.
$3,000?
That's not bad. I know a lot of people who are in the negative, so 3,000 is not like.
Oh, I'm in the negative.
Oh.
I just pretend like I'm not.
Student debt or.
Yeah, and credit
all of
cards and
that.
stuff, yeah.
Do you find that affects your like daily life?
Kind of,
Yeah.
but I'm so used to it at this point. I have what I need,
Okay,
so
that's good.
Okay, let's see. How much money are you worth?
Honestly, I'm not completely sure. I'm gonna guess 750K to $1 million.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Just shy of $1 million.
How did you come into it?
3 years ago, when my grandfather passed, is when I got the like actual trust.
And knowing that you were
Okay.
coming into that money, I think it affected your behavior?
It's part of the reason I ended up moving to Seattle. I knew that there wasn't as much of a risk moving here because I knew I would always have that like on.
how much money
doubt.
are you worth?
This is starting off very wrong.
Is it that large of a number?
It's tied up in assets, I guess.
I hope so many people are at least humble. I think she humble. Like, she don't want to say it. Because I ain't gonna lie. If I would put face to face with somebody like this and they like slick stepping on my toes, I'd be mad as hell. I don't know. What's
Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure of a number, so
Oh, okay.
cheers.
Cheers.
What are your stereotypes of people working for minimum wage? Be honest.
Mostly, I just think that like people's worlds revolve around work.
I would say for me, I don't make a lot of money, but I definitely still prioritize my free time. Like, I'm happy every day. You know what I mean? But it would be nicer to have a lot more money.
Mostly that it's high school kids. That was the biggest stereotype that I was shocked by when I actually started working minimum wage jobs.
That it's not just high school kids?
Yeah, that it's actually people just making ends meet.
So you said you grew up wealthy, but you work minimum wage?
Yeah.
Has something happened?
A lot of things happened. Immigrating to the United States through mainline channels is extremely expensive.
Yes. My family has immigrated here illegally, so it's like a different side that I'd never thought of before.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, from where?
Mexico.
Oh, cool. I'm from Venezuela.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I know. I look like a white lady.
I do too. Don't worry.
Medium. I try medium.
Do you hate the rich?
The issue comes into play
I'd try
when
medium.
it's
Come on.
nepotism and when I feel like it's given
Look,
to them and it's
today.
bought. So don't eat the rich, but just nibble them a little bit.
Nipple.
Have a little bit.
So fair, yeah.
Have you ever gone without a meal
That'd be
because
fine.
you couldn't afford it?
Should I get that jump? That game?
No. As you can tell, I'm a chunky bitch. You can make a pretty good meal out of dollar store stuff.
Fat.
Resourceful.
Yes.
Yeah.
I grew up with like a single mom and like a bunch of siblings, and we'd have no money, so we'd be sleeping in our car or we'd be in houses with like no water, no electricity. I remember there was a time where we had to like take empty jugs of water to like the park to like fill them. Yeah, it was so embarrassing.
I don't think it's something to be embarrassed about. It's just like that is like the reality, unfortunately,
Yeah.
for a lot of people. And glad you've made it through and you're doing better now.
Yeah, same.
For real.
So where does your family's wealth come from?
So my parents both grew up in Brazil, not well off at all. So my dad always knew that he wanted to leave Brazil. He's like, dream the US. And he is like so smart. It's crazy. And he just worked really hard, went to school, paid for himself, got a job. He's an engineer. So that's what brought us over here to the US. He works for Microsoft now. So that's why he's here.
Where does your family's wealth come from?
On my father's side, it was generational. His whole family was very wealthy and they were involved in government back home.
See, you can't really be mad at her, cause she being humble. She being humble, and you can't be mad because it's what they family did. You know what I'm saying? Somebody worked real hard and passed it down. Then that person worked real hard, pass it down. I hope she working hard so she can pass it down. So you can't really be mad because it's what they family did. Can't be mad at they family.
Generational wealth, you know.
Yeah,
Feels
I
that
wouldn't
way,
know.
'cause you ain't.
Yeah.
Okay. What stereotypes do you have of people with trust funds? And do I fit those stereotypes?
You know what? No, you don't fit them. My stereotype would probably be like snobby or kind of like off, you know, just kind of like rude. If you have manners, your parents raise you right. I think that's what parents should do. They should set up their kids to have a stable life. You broke that stereotype, so thank you.
Thank you.
The way the media like predict or depicts people with trust funds is like they don't have a desire to really like work or do anything, you know, productive with their lives. But
Yeah.
I don't know, you didn't grow up with like as much wealth as you have now, so
Yeah.
do you have like, I guess like career goals or just,
I was working. I actually quit my job on Friday.
oh, what was your job?
I worked in advertising, and I quit it partially because of the trust, because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna end up homeless.
That's kind of also like a stereotype is like being able to quit your job like that because I could
Absolutely.
never. I could
know.
never.
I know.
That's another. See, I think that's why this video is so short. I think these people got salty. I think these people got a little mad, and they were like, "Oh, in the end, they drinking," so they probably got a little mad, and they started getting a little animosity and shit.
When have you felt most guilty for having money?
A lot, all the time. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I just,
What?
When have you felt most guilty for having money?
What type of question is that? You predicted that Midwest was gonna get big. How you do
a
it?
lot, all the time. Yeah. I just
Do you feel guilty?
feel guilty about not being more conscious about what it meant to have that economic status. I was very young, and that brings a lot of guilt into my mind.
In what ways are you responsible for your financial situation?
I don't think society was set up for people that come from my like lifestyle, like raised having to struggle. I didn't learn how to save until I was in my 20s. I'm learning on my own as I get older, like how to invest, how to save, how to do this, 401k. I didn't know what that was until like this year.
In what ways are you responsible for your financial situation?
You need to cut this shit off his face.
Oh, jeez. That makes me think of just how I've contributed to some of my financial problems. I feel like I have a lot because I've had mental health problems, and it's taken me a lot to go through. Working regular jobs, like at the grocery store, like I did, fucking made me want to kill myself. I've gotten to a point now where I'm like, I'm actually doing something that makes me happy. It might be paying me significantly less, but the mental
Nice, fool.
clarity that I have overrides any need for more money. I think I need to take another shot.
Yeah. I got you, girl. I got you, girl. We're here. We're right here. Cheers.
Shit, wow.
Cheers
So mental health.
to mental health.
To mental health is crazy.
What are your biggest struggles in life?
I don't really know what I wanna do, really. My struggle is often like, how do I actually make myself happy beyond just like my basic needs being met? What are your biggest struggles right now?
Definitely money.
What are your biggest struggles in life?
My mental health is probably the biggest struggle.
What's your trauma?
So growing up in wealth meant that my family was under a lot of risk of danger back home. Kidnapping. I had to have a guard with me at all times, and then slowly I would realize that other people around me that I didn't know were also my guards, but they were everywhere. I struggled a lot to get a sense of like safety in the world.
Yeah.
Last one. How are we more similar than you expected?
I don't know. To me, you seem like a normal, like humbled person who has like their head on straight, a very like broad perspective. I feel like that's like all I could ever ask for from anyone.
Yeah.
No, we're similar in the sense that we just both love being in our 20s. We're both like having fun.
You have like such an amazing personality. It was like so fun. I was really nervous.
I was
And, like,
nervous
excited
too.
and nervous.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna spit on me and be like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
Never.
I'm like, I love Bill Gates, and I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was expecting like someone completely out of touch with reality.
Hell no.
Yeah.
And
So the fuck ain't.
yeah, I'm surprised. We are a lot more similar.
I love that. You're awesome.
Well, yes, you're
Cheers
awesome too. It was
to
nice to
awesome
meet
people.
you.
Yeah.
Hell no.
How was this experience, you two?
I mean, I fully expected someone completely out of touch with reality because, of course, me feeding off of what society has told me, like, you wouldn't know a struggle at all. But yes, you do because you're human.
Yeah. Exactly.